This episode of Distraction is sponsored by Landmark College, the college of choice for students who learn differently. Visit lcdistraction.org to learn how Landmark College supports students with ADHD and other learning differences. Find your place at Landmark College. Hello, this is Dr. Ned Hallowell for Distraction. Today I have an unusual episode in that we're going to talk to a mom who is an alum of our summer camp that we run every year out on the shores of Lake Michigan. It's a week-long camp for parents and their children. Children who have ADHD come with their parents, one or both parents. I meet with the parents in the morning, and a wonderful, experienced teacher meets with the kids, and they do experiential learning, kayaking, preparing a meal. They have different kinds of projects that they do. And over the course of the week, in the morning, again, is the session with the teacher and then the parents with me. And in the afternoon, they play together. And over the course of the week, a wonderful kind of bonding occurs and sharing of life experiences. And for most people who attend, this is like our 13th or 14th summer, it proves to be pretty wonderful. So I asked one of the campers' moms from the 2019 session if she wouldn't mind coming on and sharing with the listening audience of Distraction her experience. And so I'm just going to turn the microphone over to her. She's a wonderful person. And I'm just going to let her talk to you. Her name is Julie Christin, and she's coming to us from her home. So, Julie, take it away.
Thank you, Dr. Hallowell. First of all, we didn't know if camp was right for us. We didn't know if we should go. We didn't know anybody who had attended. We didn't know anybody who was going. So we felt as though it was a little bit of a risk. But our psychiatrist and therapist both thought it would be a great place to go. And both have recommended different books from Dr. Hallowell. So we knew who Dr. Hallowell was, we read the books, and we just thought it would be a good experience, and we were willing to go with it. And my daughter was very nervous. And we were nervous too, because is this going to be a bad week? Is this worth it? Is it not worth it? And so we brought our daughter in. She's 10 years old, and she was not happy to go. She doesn't know anybody. This doesn't sound fun. Even though we told her she'd be kayaking, she'd be going to the beach, there'd be fun activities, she wanted none of it. And lo and behold, we brought her in kicking and screaming, and we brought her out the last day kicking and screaming because she didn't want it to end. It was a wonderful experience for all of us. And we knew the first day after our first session with Dr. Hallowell, we made the right decision. We walked out of the first session, and my husband looked at me and said, well, that was worth it. And that was just day one, and we knew he had 4 more to go. And we learned so many things. We learned different ways to speak to our daughter about ADHD. I learned more about medicine. Now I understand the medicine, and I understand more about when the medicine is given to my daughter, what to expect out of it. I was able to see children whose medicine was working for them and children whose medicine was not working for them. And I was able to realize that our daughter's medicine was not the right medicine for her. But without camp, I would not have known that. I just trusted what she was given and went with it. But after I was able to see other children, I said, wait a minute, something's different here. There's children who have ADHD who are much more calm than my daughter, and they're medicated, and my daughter's medicated. We also learned different ways of handling situations without medicine. I'm repeating myself. Different ways of talking to our daughter. We talked about brain balance, and we're doing brain balance at home, which we didn't know anything about. We were also able to make friendships. The very first day in the afternoon, we went to the pool, just the 3 of us, me, my husband, and daughter. We went to the pool, and another family came in, and we immediately connected with them and spent every day with them for the rest of the week. And we made so many connections, and our daughter made so many friends as well. There were a lot of girls her age, and the parents connected and the children connected. And it was beautiful to see. My daughter walked away with an understanding of ADHD. She will tell you she learned nothing at camp, but that is not true, because she has been able to tell me different things about ADHD that I did not teach her. So I know they came from camp, and she understands it better. She seems more confident with it. She's not embarrassed by it. Because she made friends with ADHD, she did not view those girls as having issues. Therefore, she no longer views herself as having an issue. She's just one of them. The girls were a lot of fun to play with, to go to dinner with. Everybody thinks that camp ended after lunch at 1 o'clock. Camp didn't end every day until 8 or 9 o'clock at night, because, yes, the formal part of camp ended, but then we were with the families. One night we went out to dinner, and there were, I think we made a reservation for 20 people. We ate at a restaurant outside in a yard where the kids could run around and play, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful to be with other families who are going through the same thing that we are going through. When my daughter would have a meltdown, I didn't have to worry about it, because somebody else's child had already had a meltdown, and they understand. And everybody felt comfortable. And then talk about it. What happened? How do you handle it? What medicine are you on? What does your school do? It was worth every single penny and time that we put into it. And I cannot say enough about it.
Well, that's so wonderful of you, and thank you. And it's great to say, I think you're fairly representative of the people who come. The kid usually says, no, I don't want any part of it. And then they end up not wanting to leave. That family that you made friends with, you're still friends with them, aren't you?
I talked to the mom this morning. So yes, we are still friends. Yes,
that's great. That's really wonderful. Thank you for taking a few minutes to talk to our audience. It's a wonderful experience. It's unique because there's no other way. I don't think there's any other camp for families like this, and what you got out of it is pretty representative. Yeah, it's HallowellSummerCamp.com. And you come with your kids, meet other families, share, learn, and have fun. I mean, you guys really had fun, didn't you?
We did have a lot of fun. We all had a lot of fun.
And learned without knowing you were learning. And made friends. I mean, I think that's another part of it. Shared and realized you were not alone in this experience.
When I have a bad day, I have somebody who I can call who completely understands what I'm going through. I didn't have that before. And I have multiple friends that we met at camp. It's not just one family that we connected with. There are multiple families that we talk to and we're in contact with on a regular basis. And we're trying to meet up with these families because we want to keep these relationships alive for our children and for us as well.
Well, Julie, thank you so much. I know you're running out the door with your daughter, but thank you for taking the time to do this, and hopefully it'll lead other families to join us in the summer of 2020.
I hope they do. I hope they attend.
Yeah, it's HallowellSummerCamp.com. Thanks a million, Julie. Send a voicemail or memo or email with your thoughts to connect@distractionpodcast.com. That's connect@distractionpodcast.com. We'll be sure to share your comments in a future episode. Distraction is created by Sounds Great Media. Our producer is the ever wonderful and effervescent Sarah Gurton, and the podcast is recorded and mixed by the amazingly talented Pat Keogh.